All right, welcome back. I don't remember what I was doing last time. Oh, cutscene.
It's like trying to peel an onion with a chainsaw. You promised me he'd have the best of care.
I said to the best.
I think we saw this last time.
It's out of my hands now.
Go ahead, Vanna. Hit me. Hate me.
Well, hi, Magic, in the Twitch chat. Hello.
Those restraints you're
I
wearing
thought your little
nerve impulse energy.
your little emoji meant something was wrong because he has a little wrench.
Energy he uses to restrain himself. If you become the Hulk, you'll kill yourself.
You can't break a man who's already broken, Blonsky. What if you get inside and you don't like what you find?
I know what triggers it, you freak. I know how tough you are.
Can I skip this? I can't skip this.
Get away from me, you
I guess you just have to get X amount in. That's right, we're escaping from the military facility. Alright, so the title of this stream, for anyone not watching it live, I had the thought, isn't the Hulk basically just, he's just Shrek on steroids, right? I guess without the comedic talents. Has Hulk ever been, like, purposely funny? Like in Tony Stark? Or, I guess if we're in the Marvel stream of thought. The audio might be a little high. There we go. Mike Myers' voice of Shrek. Mike Myers is pretty funny, or he was funny at some stage. I don't know, the last movie... What was the last movie I saw Mike Myers in? Or, you know, I guess if we're looking at release date, it's not that Hulk is a roided up Shrek. It's that Shrek is a fat, lazy Hulk. Because Hulk was made, what, probably sometime in the 60s? Probably Shrek 4. I've never seen Shrek 4. Does Shrek get... Like, does Shrek hit the gym? There we go. That'd be funny if Shrek hits the gym and he's all of a sudden the most in-shape character in that universe. Actually, it's been a long while since I've seen any of the Shrek movies. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, come on. Get off it. Highly recommend Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes if you want a slightly more serious cartoon with the solidly written Hulk. I may have to do that. Because I think there's going to be a gap between when Loki ends and the next Marvel show starts. So I'll probably watch that to fill the gap. What does YouTube say? Oh, it's on Disney Plus. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching that after Loki and Bad Bunch wrap up. Shrek 2 is one of the greatest movie sequels of all time. I would say so. Well, okay, are we saying... Because I would never say Shrek or Shrek 2 is one of the greatest movies of all time. But I would say as far as sequels that maintain the quality or exceed the first film, then yes, Shrek is one of the greatest movie sequels ever. How would that argument even go? It'd be... What would be on that list? Shrek 2, definitely on that list.
Go back to the sewers where you belong.
Um, now, can I target this guy? No. Yeah, I would definitely say Shrek 2's on that list, and then I would go Empire Strikes Back. Duh. Godfather 2. The Dark Knight. Back to the Future 2. What else? No, I was just mentally thinking, this guy's not very tough so far, but I'm also getting destroyed right now. Maybe I need to upgrade more of Hulk's defensive maneuvers. And I'm not going to count any of the Marvel movies in that sequel discussion, because those are so... They're not sequels in the sense that I would normally think of a movie sequel, just like I wouldn't count any of the Bond movies, because they're sequels in a very different way than anything else is normally considered a sequel. There has to be another sequel I'm missing here. Oh, I just saw Quiet Place 2. I would count that. That movie was great. Yeah, but the Bond movies aren't, you know what I mean, Twitch magic. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is a great example, yeah. Yeah, like the James Bond stuff has lasted so many years, gone through so many directors and lead actors. I don't know that you can truly count them. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, that's a great call. I need to rewatch those Maguire Spider-Mans. Actually, Spider-Man 2 is probably the one I've seen the least out of the three. Just because Spider-Man 1 is so easy to watch. And then Spider-Man 3 is such a... It's not good. But it's... I don't know, there's something about that movie I really like. They did Spider-Man 3 dirty. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. But in the pantheon of truly bad movies, I wouldn't say Spider-Man 3 is one of them. Disappointing for sure. Waste of time and talent, yes. Truly, like, horrifically bad movie? Nah, I wouldn't go that far. There we go, got rid of one of them. Or maybe I didn't get rid of... Yeah, I did get rid of one of them. Ah! Thought I had it. They wanted to market Spider-Man 3, and that's why they added Venom. The whole thing, if you ever read Sam Raimi, the guy who directed those Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, among other great stuff, his original thing was he did not want Venom in that movie at all. Oh, do I have to start all the way over?
You can't just open his...
No. Ah, man.
Get away from me, you...
That's not cool. Why does this all count as one thing? Alright, whatever. But he originally did not want Venom in the movie. But you're right, yes, studios made them put it in. I think his original vision was Spider-Man 4 to have Venom and I can't think of his name, Carnage and all that. Which, on the one hand, yeah, I would have liked to have seen what Raimi could have done with the Venom Carnage movie. But on the other hand, I wonder if Spider-Man 3, like Raimi's Spider-Man 3, were more successful, if it would have completely thrown off the timeline for the MCU. Because I think Sony probably would have been a lot more hesitant about giving Spider-Man back over to Marvel Studios. Plus, then we definitely would never have gotten, what's his name? Andrew Garfield in The Amazing Spider-Man. Which, while not great movies, I really enjoy Garfield and Emma Stone in those movies. It's sad to see how many creative people are working in studios, and producers and studios have to say no to things so they can market things. Yeah, there's so many. Like, you hear about directors and writers who just have their vision completely compromised by studio executives. Which is why I think it's a great thing that people can do stuff like Twitch or YouTube, or like how College Humor has Dropout. You know, people can do their own thing and the rest of us can decide what is or isn't good. Like, no studio exec is gonna come in and say, hey, that YouTuber you're watching, we don't want him anymore. So, am I going backwards? I'm going backwards. Dude, Mark Webb also did Andrew Garfield dirty. Did Mark Webb write, or did Mark Webb just direct? Also, when I first saw that a guy named Mark Webb was directing Spider-Man movies, I thought it was a parody. He just directed. That's what I thought. Has Mark Webb done anything else of note? I don't know him. Andrew Garfield did Andrew Garfield dirty? Boo! Andrew Garfield was great in those movies. He did the best he could given, you know, the not good script. But then if those movies hadn't failed, we might never have gotten Andrew Garfield in Hacksaw Ridge, which is an amazing movie. He's such a good actor. Yeah, I'm looking forward because they got Maguire and Garfield to come back for the next Spider-Man sequel. And I'm so excited to see all three of them. To clarify, I'm not saying he messed up Spider-Man. Well, what did Andrew Garfield mess up then? I've liked Garfield in everything I've ever seen him in. I feel like Andrew Garfield and Adam Driver are two actors that got horribly put into unfortunate positions through these giant, you know, studio monstrosity movies. Because if you see Adam Driver in, like, Marriage Story, he's such a good actor. And he's great on SNL when he hosted that one week. It's just a shame Kylo Ren wasn't a more interesting character than he was. I keep saying with those Star Wars sequels, if you had J.J. Abrams do all three of them, or Rian Johnson do all three of them, they would have been much better for it. Because it turns out when you have one cohesive idea, the three new Star Wars movies are so bad. I wouldn't say... I would say the third one's bad. The third one... The third one's just a giant mess of a movie. The first, episode 7, is a fun little nostalgia ride. They basically, it was a soft remake of episode 4. The episode 8, the middle one, which Rian Johnson directed, I thought had some of the most interesting character ideas of any of them. A lot of people hated it, but what movie is the one where Luke just throws his lightsaber away? That's episode 8. I disagree with that writing decision. I'm not going to defend that, but dang it, this guy is so fast. Yeah, that's episode 8. The one where Luke throws his lightsaber away is episode 8. But I really like what that movie did with Luke just being a curmudgeonly, cynical old dude. And I'm going to have to redo this boss fight again. Yeah, the latest one's episode 9. But he's a curmudgeonly, cynical old dude that doesn't quite know how to reconcile either his past or the mixed legacy of the Jedi as a whole. And they go more into that territory in Clone Wars and Mandalorian. But for a main...
You can't just open his mind.
Yeah, for a mainline Hollywood blockbuster kind of movie to say, hey, maybe our good guys weren't actually good the whole time. That's a pretty bold move. Yeah, episode 9, Palpatine returned and we don't know how. Well, it's not even that. It's that they announced it on Fortnite. Like it was a Fortnite event, I think. And I could buy if they, but again, it's the problem of that trilogy. They didn't plan anything out. I would buy Palpatine's back if they laid out hints all the way through. But they didn't. They just randomly toss him in. Oh, I will say one thing I liked about episode 9 was, and this is just J.J. Abrams being really good at visuals, but that entire all the stuff they did on Exegol, I really like the look of. It's dark, lightning, Sith planet that's out in the middle of nowhere. I like that. That stuff's cool. And again, everyone in that movie is good. John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver. Oscar Isaac. Remember when Finn had the lightsaber and then never again? Yeah, well, I think they were trying to do a half marketing thing where, oh, well, maybe both Finn and Rey are Jedis, and wouldn't that be interesting? But no, they completely wasted Boyega's character. Which I feel bad about being the first, I guess not the first, but being among the few main black characters in Star Wars, and then having your entire character get sidelined, allegedly because him being so front and center was affecting their performance in the Chinese market. Like, that's really messed up. There we go. Also, allegedly, there was supposed to be a whole storyline where Finn and Poe were romantically interested in each other. Some girl named Rose was in it too, and she was only in it as a love interest. Yeah, that was episode 8.
Go back to the sewers where you belong. Take care of them.
Yeah, which is also, they took Rose out because no one, I liked Rose, but I was very far in the minority of people that actually liked her. I thought she could have been a super interesting character as someone who came into the group as almost a fan of it. Because in episode 8, she's freaking out about meeting Finn, you know, the stormtrooper that broke away. And she's excited to work with them and all that. And that's a neat premise for a character, but they went nowhere with her. And then they, like you said, they basically completely wrote her out of episode 9. Thus making her already kind of wasted use in episode 8 even more pointless. Yeah, we'll see. I like the stuff Disney's doing with the Disney Plus Star Wars stuff, Mandalorian and Bad Batch. That stuff's all great so far. Although, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I wonder how they're going to carry on with Mandalorian after how season 2 ended. No, is that death? Man, this boss fight's tough. I'm going to have to remind myself for any future games to put on a lower difficulty so I don't have to continually go back and through. But on the upside, as I learned in a previous episode, all the points I'm accruing fighting all these bad guys over and over,
You can't just open his
I believe carry over.
Get away from me, you pile of filth.
So I'm going to be able to purchase some really cool upgrades. Well, let's see if that's even true. So right now I have 42,000 points. So if or nearly 50,000 points. So let's try getting through this boss again on this episode. Because right now I have a lot of doubt in my ability. I'm actually pulling that off. Okay, let's do something clever. Let's get these guys out of the way. There we go. They should be almost taken care of at this point. Yeah. And then I'll take this health. That way I can go into the fight with full health. And hopefully be able to do some of these critical moves. Oh, not going in there yet. Come back this way, please. There we go. Yeah, alright. There we go. There's a ton of health. I should be able to get this boss fight done this way. He's not even that tough. He loses health pretty quickly. But he's just so quick. There we go. This is already going so much better. So now I'll do this move. That's a good amount of damage. And I'll do that move again. Dang it. Oh, and I promise I will bring combos to Tuesday's stream. I thought about that today. There we go. Grab all the health. And let's get out of here. Don't freeze. Okay. Cutscene. Oh no. Okay. Is he gonna kill Blonsky? Well, what's happening? Oh. Oh, abomination fight. Yeah.
You're coming my way again, whether you like it or not. It's only a matter of time.
And on that note, I stream every Tuesday, Thursday here on the YouTube channel and over at Twitch at Cozy Blanket Gaming. And next episode, we will figure out what Hulk is doing next. So I will see you in the future. Would you please subscribe?